Peace and blessings in this corner boxing 24. Good evening, good evening, good evening, everyone. How's everyone doing? Hope everybody's doing well. Hope everybody's doing good. I'm doing pretty good on this side. As always, God is good, God is great. And I can't really complain, you know. So, yeah, we here, man. New York City, it's been hot, sweltering outside. You know, New York is not really, New York, it gets hot in New York, but it's not like you know, California hot, Atlanta, South Carolina hot, Alabama. New York doesn't get hot like that, but this past week, man, we had some days, man, in these 90s, and the humidity was very, very hot. Where even to the point where, I put on a fan. So, yeah, it's been hot, man, but we here, man. Boxing is here. We got some good fights coming up, and one in particular that I want to talk about a little bit, that I'm actually going to be there. I'm going to be in the house on September 23rd at the Prudential Center with Shakur and Robson Conceaio. Now, I know I'm not pronouncing his name right. Please forgive me. I can't pronounce his name. He's from Brazil. But you know him, Robson Conceaio. He fought Oscar Valdez when Oscar Valdez was tested positive for performance-enhancing drugs. And he said that he drank some green tea. So that's the person that he fought, where a lot of people actually said that Robson beat Valdez, and they gave the decision to him. So that's who's fighting Shakur. Tough fighter, from Brazil. Somebody else coming to fight. No walkover. However, he's up against a lot in Shakur Stevenson. WBO and WBC champ. He's up against a lot. And Shakur said he's gonna beat him up, and he's gonna just go for the stoppage. He's trying to put on a statement with this fight, because his plans is 1 or 2 more fights at 130, and then he's gonna go up to 135, and then he's gonna make some noise up there. So the fight, like I said, Prudential Center. Shakur fought there 2019. He's from Newark, New Jersey. He represents Newark, New Jersey, and this is the heart of Newark, New Jersey, where the center is, Prudential, where the New Jersey Nets play. So it's going to be a packed house. I'm looking forward to it. I'm going, and listen, I don't really care for Top Rank and Bob Arum and those guys, those promoters, man, and how they promote fighters. But I feel like I'm wishing the best for this fight, man, the outcome and the fan participation and the attendance, man. I hope it sells out, man, just based on who Shakur is, who his grandfather is as a trainer, the reputation that they have, and the undercard fighters, Keyshawn Davis and Cashflow Diaz, Shushu Carrington from Brownsville, from Brooklyn, and Shahid, I don't remember his last name, up-and-coming fighter from St. Albans, Queens. So it's a nice undercard. I'm just hoping, man, that, it does good numbers and it sells out, and that they do good, man, because they're good young crop of guys, man, that's trying to make their way. Bob Arum, Top Rank, they had their history, man. A lot of people try to say Bob Arum is not that bad, but I don't know how good he is either, that he had all these good fighters, man. They got away from him. You just look at the history yourself, man. You just look at Oscar De La Hoya. You look at Floyd Mayweather. You look at Terrence Crawford. And there were other fighters as well, right? But they got away from Bob, man. Because Bob wasn't doing them right. He wasn't promoting them right. And, for him to throw his little hate now about certain fights and certain fighters, man, just ridiculous, man. But anyway, man, I'm just hoping for a successful day for Shakur Stevenson, man, because he represents Newark to the fullest, and they love him in Newark. Raz Baraka, the mayor, he has some good things to say about him. Larry Hazard Sr. has some good things to say about him. He's been in boxing for years, So, yeah, man, we're looking forward to it, man. Shakur Stevenson, man, when he gets to 135, I can't wait, man, because when he gets to 135, it's going to be a problem, man, for them guys, man. You know, he has a relationship with Devin Haney. Him and Devin Haney, man, they hung around each other. They know each other's family, Olympics together, hung out, talk on the phone even now. But like he said in the press conference for the fight coming up, he said Devin Haney has always been a weight above him as far as fighting, right? So they're going to have to meet at some point in the future at the same weight, because he said, like, he's at 130, Devin Haney's at 135. No sooner than he move up to 135, Devin Haney going to be moving up to 140, not because he ain't trying to fight him, but because he's outgrowing the weight. So they might have a better chance at meeting at 140, unless they did a catch weight of 135, but they might have a better chance at meeting at 140, because eventually Shakur will go there too, and maybe Devin will just stay there longer than he'll be at 135. Does that make sense? Devin Haney is at 135, and he's outgrowing that division, and he wants to go to 140. He got 2 fights left on that contract, right? I believe after those 2 fights, he's going to 140. Shakur Stevenson, 2 fights, no more than 3, he go to 130. So it seems like they'll be on a collision course to fight at 140. That's what it looks like to me. All right? But at 135, if Ryan Garcia is there, if Tank is there, they're going to have a problem with Shakur Stevenson. He can beat Tank. He can beat Ryan Garcia. He can beat anybody at 135. There's nobody at 135 that can deal with Shakur Stevenson, offense, defense, total package. Okay? So he sweeps that division. I'm not saying he's going to run through everybody, but he's going to beat them. He could run through Ryan Garcia, though. I mean, Ryan Garcia wouldn't even touch him. And he could beat him unanimously, no problem. Tank, he can beat Tank. He can outbox Tank, no doubt. That doesn't mean Tank might not touch him, might not, hit him, but he definitely can outbox Tank, and he'll definitely land some shots on Tank, right? So, Shakur is the truth. Devin Haney, man, I think is the hardest fight for me with Shakur, because he got a nice jab, laser sharp jab, clean jab, strong jab, and he got good boxing skills and defense as well. So I think that would be the most technical fight for him, the hardest fight for him. I think with Tank gets hit a lot, and if you watch his fights, from Luis Santa Cruz to Isaac Pitbull Cruz to Mario Barrios and even Rolly Romero, you could see punches that didn't have enough power to keep him back, but they could hit him. Shakur Stevenson is growing into his power still. Don't get it twisted because he got 17 fights with 9 knockouts. He don't got no power. No, he got power. You know what I'm saying? He don't have no 1 knockout power, but he got enough power to keep you honest. And power is not defined by just knockouts. Okay, I could hurt you, I could stop you. All right, I could build it up. A lot of fights end in what's called a TKO. Everybody's not knocking somebody out, but they're stopping them where the ref is stopping the fight, or the fighter can't continue. That's a TKO, technical knockout. So Shakur has that ability to do that, right? Again, Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney, and Tank, and even Teofimo Lopez. I put him in that mix. Shakur could outbox him too, all right? Cambosis, any of them guys, they have no chance with Shakur, man. He's going to be the last man standing as the lightweight in the lightweight division, okay? Which is 130, 135. Eventually, a couple of years, he'll probably go to 140. But, it's an exciting time right now, man, for that lightweight division. I'm happy for Shakur. I'm happy for his grandfather, Wally Moses. I'm happy for his family. I'm happy that he made it out of the trenches, man, and he's in the light, and he's an example for the young people in Newark, New Jersey, for the young guys that think that they might have to resort to doing different things that's not in their best interest. You know, picking up a weapon and shooting another brother for nothing, you know, or because he has something that they want. No, earn what you want, you know, like Shakur is doing by going fighting his way out, going to the Olympics. He didn't get paid for that, but he's getting paid now because what? He put in the work. You know, he was traveling all over the states and all over the world to get to the position that he is now, where he has a house, he has a car. He said he bought his mother a house. Probably one of the greatest achievements he'll ever have is buying his mother a home, right? Because his mother, I believe, has 7 or 8 children. I think Shakur is the oldest of 8 children, if I'm not mistaken, right? So his mother has a house, man, that he bought her, you know? And then he has a child on the way, man. So he earned that, man, with his hands. Not by shooting nobody, not by robbing nobody. So you young people out there, that's teenagers and young adults in the 20s, man, looking for a way out, man, find your skill, man. Your skill might not be boxing. Maybe it's basketball, maybe it's football, maybe it's electrical, carpentry, whatever it is, man, you have a skill. You just have to find it and nurture it and sustain it, right? Shakur has found his niche and you can find yours, all right? So again, September 23rd, Newark, New Jersey, Prudential Center, Shakur Stevenson, Robin Conceaio, and we're looking for Shakur to show out, all right, on September 23rd. Peace and blessings in this corner box in 24. Please subscribe to the page. Please leave your comments. Everybody stay safe. Peace.